Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Forrest Walpole, commentator for Apex Wrestling here, welcoming you live from the U.S. Bank Arena in Cincinnati, Ohio. But I am not alone. I am joined by my co-commentator for the evening, Riley Wolf.
The rightful Apex World Champion. Screw this chase for the gold tournament that we're about to get started right now. Let's tell the people how we're getting started with this.
Well, if you guys want to know what the matches are, they are in the description down below, as always, because that's how I am. But man, we're going to get things started with the chase for the gold tournament that Lee Anderson announced a couple weeks ago, and just a few moments ago he announced the participants, and we're getting started with the first chase of the first ever official chase for the gold tournament matchup, with KDog taking on Brandon Murphy one-on-one.
And if you want to follow along with the tournament on our official brackets, I'm putting the link in the chat right now. So if you go to that, we will be updating it as the matches go on.
Yes, we will.
Once
indeed.
This match comes to a conclusion, we will announce that winner on this website.
And now here in the point system for this tournament, it is going to be, if you win your match, you get 2 points. Of course, if you lose your match, you get no points. However, if there is a double count out, or on the rare chance there's a double disqualification, then both men will receive 1 point each. So we'll see what goes on there, but for now it is going to be starting out KDog taking on Brandon Murphy one-on-one. Let's begin. Alright, so we are awaiting the arrival of KDog, and there he is.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how this is going to take place. A former Anarchy member facing his former leader, wondering what both of these men are thinking to themselves going into this match, being not only a highly contested match between a former member of a faction and their leader, but as the first match in the chase for the gold for the Apex World Champion.
From New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, KDog.
As you mentioned, it's going to be an interesting matchup. We're going to see if the former student can top the former teacher, or if the teacher will put the student in his place. So
we just have to wait and see. Yep.
So here's how it is. We got both men wanting to do something. KDog wants to be a 3-time Apex World Champion. Brandon Murphy wants to set out to do what before he mysteriously disappeared, what he set out to do, and that is be the World Champion as well. He was the #1 contender before he mysteriously disappeared. Tonight, he wants to make that hope a reality.
Indeed, but there's only so many fluke wins you can get after reality starts kicking you right in the teeth. Let's see how far that luck that Brandon Murphy got to beat me gets him in this tournament.
From Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 184 pounds, Brandon Murphy.
Well, some people may find Brandon Murphy's induction into this tournament a mystery, considering how in his return match he went one-on-one against you in your second return match.
Yes, my official return to Apex weekly shows, and I demolished Murphy and showed that his victory against me that got him that #1 contender match was a fluke. But in the goodness of my heart, since I am the general manager of Warzone now, I decided let's give him a shot. Let's put him in this tournament, and let's see what he can do.
Yeah, that is true. Honestly, you say you demolished him, but the whole world will see that you two had a back and forth match. And he actually did show a good showing against you. And some people probably some people in the arena were chanting, you still got it to him during your match. And tonight we're going to see the first official chase for the gold matchup here. And what is going to be an outstanding matchup, to say the least, between these two men right here.
Definitely. I can't wait to see it. I've always enjoyed a good KDog match. He's always put on just a classic anytime. And Murphy, I hope he gets his teeth kicked in. I know I'm supposed to be unbiased being the commentator, but I hope he gets his teeth kicked in.
Alright, now these two men are starting things off with their ever so classic technical wrestling prowess, which is really a good way to start things off, because it shows how you really are. It shows like a little feat of strength between the two men in close combat.
Yes, indeed. Sorry to throw it off track, but we now currently have the former Warzone General Manager Lance Romance, Austin Collins, and Adam Wolf here in the chat right now. Hello there to you guys.
Yes, indeed. So, in case you missed the point system, as I was explaining it earlier, here's how it is. There are 3 ways to get points. Well, actually 2 ways. Of course, there are 2 ways, but here's how it is. 2 points, you get them after you win your match. If you lose your match, you get no points. But if both men get themselves disqualified or counted out at the same time, the match is ruled a draw, and both men will get 1 point each. I kind of butchered the explanation there. I apologize for that, because sometimes shit happens. Oh, nice missile drop kick by Murphy.
I might hate the man, but he has quite the athleticism on him. He's a sprouse young man.
Oh, yes, indeed. In the meantime, Brandon Murphy, you can tell he wants this opportunity, as he just smashed KDog's face into the turnbuckle in a rapid succession 10 times. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, nice.
KDog.
Oh, Hurricane Rana there, too. As you was trying to say something, he did a nice Hurricane Rana there.
Yeah, maybe KDog has his mind on something else. Maybe another chase for the gold competitor, Dylan Travis. Maybe he's got his eye on him. Maybe he's looking far too past Brandon Murphy right now. He's got to focus on Murphy right now.
Yeah, that is true, because Murphy and KDog have had a history here in Apex Wrestling. There's a cover that click on it won by KDog. They've had a history with each other ever since the day Dylan Travis defeated KDog when KDog was the champion. Ever since then, these two men have faced each other at least once after that matchup, with KDog getting a measure of revenge. But with Dylan Travis being in the tournament alongside him, that may be the case.
Yeah, definitely.
But in the meantime, Brandon Murphy's just taking it to the 2-time world champion, as he does a nice cartwheel moonsault there. And that was a 2 count, I believe. So he's getting close.
You can only imagine what the world title match at Monopoly would have been if Murphy was still around, if he didn't have the hiatus, if he didn't take his tail in between his legs after I made fun of his dead dad, and Pierce take his place. You could only imagine what that ladder match would have been like.
I don't know what happened and what caused his disappearance, but you're right. It would be a mystery to see what would have happened in that matchup. But sadly, we will never know the answer for that. As much as I would love to know the answer, we won't ever know the answer due to the circumstances surrounding what took place there. Oh, the refs at a count of 6.
Oh, Collins, you don't know? You've been traded to Ground Zero.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, knees him right in the chest.
It was a request from the locker room. Because you have your other buddies in there.
Oh, damn, KDog almost. Oh, running knee strike on KDog. Cover. Oh, not even a 1. Oh, just barely after a 1. Does KDog kick out.
Nah, that is crazy. Shows you that Murphy's got that just sixth sense to him. He's ready to grab that brass ring. Or can he do it by obtaining the first victory in the chase for the gold tournament right now?
Well, he's measured him, and if he hits this, it may be over. Here it comes. Package pile driver. That may have been it for KDog. Let's see. Cover. And he got the victory.
Wow.
After one package pile driver, that was enough to give KDog, or give Brandon Murphy the 1-2-3.
So Brandon Murphy picking up the first victory in the chase for the gold tournament. Can he keep this going?
Oh, we'll have to.
As he next week will face Dashon Walton.
Oh yeah, that's going to be an interesting matchup to say the least. Because that would be the first time ever Murphy and Walton, as far as my knowledge goes, have faced off in a ring, in any ring for that matter, in their respective careers.
Always good. It's always great firsts in Apex, and this is going to be one of them next week. Murphy is definitely going to have to start training for that, but Walton has to keep focus on his opponent tonight, Kirk Carter, which will be coming up very shortly. Not next, though.
Yeah, that is so true. Because Walton and Carter, they have a little bit of history of their own. Because they've faced off once before. And in that match, I believe, Walton came out victorious in that match, while Kirk Carter was on the hunt for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, definitely.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it's going to be an interesting fight, to say the least, when Kyle Pierce goes one-on-one against Malcolm Black.
We're probably going to be seeing a lot more of these Anarchy versus Fallen Kingdom matches coming up very shortly in the next coming weeks, because the rumor is that the rest of Anarchy might be lurking around arenas, might be wanting to get into Apex somehow, some way. We'll see if that does occur.
Yeah, that may be true. Because last week we already went through a crazy thing with the last episode of Ground Zero, when the group known as Blackwire made their presence felt so many times over. It was crazy, to say the least.
Our mission statement that night was to set an example that the champions that you have right now are nothing compared to us. And we proved that tenfold.
They may have done that, but the champions, if I know the Apex champions, if they're going down, they're not going down easy. They're going down with a fight, if they do go down. But I have faith in our Apex champions.
Maybe it's because I'm a little biased towards the faction that I financially back, but there are not many things that can stop Blackwire Originals, and I don't think there's anything in Apex right now that can stop them.
Oh, well.
But on to this match.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Pierce and Malcolm Black. It's going to be And somebody in the chat room put it, they are both talented. Although Kyle Pierce, I mean, don't get me wrong, Kyle Pierce, recently he has been on a bit of a roll. Not too much of one, but he has been on a bit of a roll lately. Especially
not in Apex, unfortunately, though.
That may be the case, but tonight he's going up against...
Unfortunately, has yet to win a match in Apex. Let's see if he can break that streak tonight.
We'll see, because Malcom Black, he is a man that is to be reckoned with. He is nothing. He is no pushover. And his whole career, as far as being a singles wrestler goes, he has made a big name for himself in the singles competition world. Tag team wise, of course, because he is with Bruiser Brad and they've had some victories under their belt. But as a singles competitor, Malcom Black does have reason to brag in some cases in that regard as well.
Definitely, and it was really a toss-up. He's definitely one of the understudies for the chase for the gold, because for somebody such a small stature, he has so much talent, so much so that he is definitely, if one of our guys get injured, he's definitely one of those understudies that could take their place.
That may be true, but for right now, Malcom Black is ready. He is ready to take on a man who he may feel be another hapless victim of Malcom Black.
Oh my god, this is very... Sliding is very dangerous.
What the fuck? Where did that even come from?
For those with seizure disorders, please look away.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, this isn't going to be as bad as Pokemon supporting on, because we're not doing it like 5 minutes non-stop. This is like maybe 5-10 seconds, but that still don't mean a damn thing. That's still the same effects could happen to the same number of people, and we would be held responsible. No, not we. It'd be the wrestler, because they're the one who chose the pyro to be in their entrance. It'd be both the company and the wrestler. I don't know. Either way, Malcom Black coming out here, ready to take on Kyle Pierce one-on-one.
Looks like Collins is excited for his trade over at Ground Zero.
Yeah, because he knows at least because he's already thinking of one person to meet in the ring. If you get my drift.
I don't.
Oh my god. Who's the person that is with me right now that's also going to be representing Ground Zero in the tournament? And if anybody has seen the
yeah, kind of going to be caught up in that tournament. We'll have no time for pipsqueaks like Collins. But on with the match.
Oh man, these two are actually trying to get things going here in a back and forth scenario. And now Black trying to be the first man to gain advantage here.
Again, for somebody of such a small stature, I've been proven wrong by him before, and he's quite intense for somebody as small as him.
Oh yeah, he is a hard-hitting wrestler. I would say he is like... I don't want to make any comparisons, because I know he'd be like, you try to compare me to some dude, I'm nobody else except for my own damn self. That's how it is. So I'm not going to make any comparisons, but I will say he does have the same level of hard-hitting that wrestlers that you would expect to see coming wrestling in Japan.
Or midget wrestler.
Now I'm thinking more like that of a Japanese wrestler or somebody who has wrestled in Japan, or in the UK for that matter. Because I swear, wrestlers in those countries tend to hit a lot harder than anybody else who was not born or has not wrestled in those two countries. And double stop them by Kyle Pierce.
Watch my matches. I once broke Yuri Kato's arm. during the match.
Oh, that you did. You did almost break his arm, and I remember you actually shown praise for damn near breaking somebody's arm after you almost did so. You was like, man, even though you wished you would have broken his arm all the way through, you still shown happiness over the fact that you just damn near put somebody on the shelf for some time.
Somebody that got fluke wins over me like Yuri. I will definitely.
Oh, wait a minute, Malcom Black. Oh, damn, Malcom Black just sent Kyle face first into the steel steps right in front of us to the right of it, man. That's gonna hurt.
It definitely will. Those, as somebody that's been in the ring, those steps do not tickle.
Oh, cover now. Quick on it. Won by Pierce. And now Black after the going face first. Well, Malcom Black after sending Kyle Pierce face first into the steel steps has now gotten the advantage over Kyle Pierce as of right now. And he looks to wear down the man by doing a headlock.
Question is, can Pierce take any more of this?
I don't know. But right now, Malcom is just taking it to Pierce. And now he's going after the arm. Oh, man.
The arm.
Yeah,
the arm in wrestling is a very vital limb to use. It's how you use your collar and elbow tie-ups. It's how you lift people. It's very hard to wrestle a match without your arm.
And at the same time, your head is the same way because you need to use your brain to think about what your opponent's your opponent may or may not do. And if you get knocked down,
chin locks like these, like it cuts the circulation off on the brain.
Yeah,
can definitely stop your momentum dead.
Oh my God! What the hell is the referee doing? Malcom Black's got the camel clutch. And the referee, for whatever reason, is running our direction. Damn it. Oh, spine buster by Pierce. And now Pierce with a cover. Quick on it, one by Black. Pierce is actually looking a bit upset, but I don't really see why, because, I mean, that's really one of the few offenses he's had going for him. Whoa! What the fuck was that? Cover! Kick on it too. God damn, Kyle Pierce did a move so fast I didn't even see what the hell it actually was.
Looked like a standing Spanish fly.
Oh man, it was so quick. It was he was like the Flash doing that shit right there, dear Lord.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait a minute, Kyle Pierce. What's it going for here?
Oh,
sit out powerbomb!
Impressive indeed.
Oh man, that was a hard. Oh wait a minute, what the hell? Oh, he's gonna show his strength, swinging him around like he's just some. I don't even know what the hell that type of swinging would be called. But now Pierce with the cover. Wait a minute.
And see, that is a big reason why the size advantage is a big thing. The fact that Pierce, who's not even the biggest guy around, can actually just swing someone like Malcom, like that.
Oh man, Black countered the knee, but still Pierce is in control of the matchup here. And as we were saying, oh man, nice move there. Ducks underneath the clothesline and gets him with a running clothesline just right off the chest, almost to the throat of Malcom Black. And there's another. Oh, he capitalized on it real good with a Spanish fly. And he gets the victory too.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That might possibly be Pierce's first victory in Apex.
Oh man. Kyle Pierce with a shocking victory after that hella fast Spanish fly. Good Lord.
Gotta wonder what KDog's reaction to this is, especially after him not being able to pick up the victory in his match. Think he'd be really proud of it or more envious towards Pierce?
I don't know,
the fact that his new pupil could and he couldn't.
Oh man, that's gonna be the case, but for right now, Kyle Pierce can savor in the fact that he just beat one half of the Fallen Kingdom.
One of the hottest wrestlers probably going in Warzone right now, not doing anything of the sort.
Oh man. We'll have to see what happens here, but as far as we know, Kyle Pierce, we can agree on, has earned this victory here tonight against Malcom Black.
First really big victory that Pierce has had in Apex.
Oh yeah, we can say for certain this may have been his first victory, but what a victory it is nonetheless for this young man right here.
Definitely. Damn it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our second of the chase for the gold tournament match. Dashon Walton taking on Kirk Carter.
Definitely something interesting to look at. We will be seeing Kirk Carter in action once again, one of the hottest wrestlers going right now, recently winning the Intercontinental Champion, just being on a hot streak that nobody can fizzle.
Oh man, both men are, if you ask me, both men do have a right to be in this tournament because they both have got some momentum heading into this tournament. And tonight we're going to see what is actually a rematch between these two men. And we're going to see what happens here tonight if Walton can get another victory over Carter and get bragging rights, or if Carter, as the new Intercontinental Champion, can get some measure of revenge over Walton tonight.
Well, Adam Wolf, no relations. You're in for quite the treat with Dashon Walton and Kirk Carter if you have not seen them in action yet.
Alright, so let's get this match going, and this is going to be crazy right here, to say the least. And here comes Dashon Walton. Now, due to something that we got going on that is out of our control, and we don't know the reason why, but for some reason Lee Anderson was told that Tom Doyle would be forced out of the tournament for one reason or another, and we don't know why, but taking his place is this man right here.
And what a replacement to have anyway.
Oh yeah.
Quite a specimen Dashon Walton is.
Oh yeah, my boss Lee Anderson may not like him too much, but I can't say the same thing. He has been impressive in every match he's had in Apex Wrestling. Even if the boss may give me the evil eye every time I say that, I don't really care. First Amendment rights, boss man.
Unfortunately, when you run a company and you book people into matches, you have to throw a bone or two to the people you despise. I hate Young Boy's guts, but the fact that he is in the tournament and has won the first match in the tournament is definitely something that I just have to deal with.
Yeah, so right now, Dashon Walton, as you mentioned earlier, he is set to be competing against Brandon Murphy next week on Warzone, and they're in the in a chase for the gold matchup there. So I'm wondering if Deshaun Walton. So I want to say that all the competitors are watching this matchup just as much as all of them were probably watching the first matchup between Brandon Murphy and KDog, just to see who is going to be given either man. Because right now, Brandon Murphy has some good momentum going into next week, while KDog not so much.
Yes, and KDog definitely has to screw his head back on, because he is going to be facing next week his heated rival Dylan Travis.
Oh yeah.
And his opponent from Los Angeles,
And you can find all of this
California,
out if you go to this website. I have linked into the comment section. You can see all the brackets, all the standings, and all the points that have currently been dished out right now as Kirk Carter comes to the ring.
And if it, like Leanna mentioned in the announcement of the participants, he did say that Kirk Carter, even though he is in this tournament, he is going to be defending the Intercontinental title in a non-tournament matchup, because he and the general managers did feel like putting the title on the line during the tournament would not really be a good idea. So they did agree to. They have agreed to do something in regards to Kirk Carter defending the Intercontinental title in a non-tournament matchup. So that's going to be interesting to say the least. And right now, Carter.
Who is going to be that champ? Who is going to be that challenger? We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'll have to wait and figure out what's going to happen there. In the meantime, Carter taking it to Walton already. And Carter already fresh hot after defeating Tamura for the Intercontinental title. Cover quick on it, won by Walton. But as I was saying, Kirk Carter is fresh hot after winning the Intercontinental title from Tamura in what was by far the best match we have ever seen in Apex Wrestling during its short time in this little mini-series, so to speak, for 2K19. It was a damn good matchup, and if you didn't see it, we highly suggest you watch it, even though you know the outcome of the match.
Yeah, I know if Meltzer paid attention to call, he would definitely rate that match at least a 4.5 star. At most a 5 star.
Yeah, and if anybody tries to say 4 stars, we're gonna give you the evil eye. Are you fucking kidding me? You are crazy as a loon. You are Dave Meltzer of WWE crazy.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
the only way it would get a 6 star if Kenny Omega was in it.
Oh, that is so true. But in the meantime, Carter choking out Deshaun Walton. Carter and Walton are going to do whatever it takes to get those 2 points. They don't care how they do it. They just want to get them.
Definitely. In a tournament like this...
Wait a minute.
Really
Oh, my God! Oh! Suicide dive over the top rope by Walton. God damn!
In a tournament like this, you have to pull out all the stops any point in the tournament. You have to be full throttle the entire time. There's no resting period for this. There's no easy challengers in this tournament. It's all go, go, go. Be at your absolute best, and if you're not at your absolute best, you're going to be at the bottom of the ranks.
In other words, you're going to be like the Cleveland Browns in the NFL. I have been waiting to do that. I've been waiting to say that because of that one year when they went 0-16. I've been waiting to say that joke. Oh, the people are going to be pissed off at me, but I don't really care. I want to be like you for that one. I don't care. Only people who have watched the NFL will know exactly what I'm talking about. But in any case, though, in any case, Carter with a cover, Walton with a quick on at 1. But as you mentioned, this is a do or die type of round robin tournament. Every man that is in this tournament that has been selected have earned the right to be here. Now they need to prove why they deserve to be world champion.
Definitely so. There's not going to be a boring match in this tournament whatsoever. There's going to be high intensity, great rivalries, either continuing or
wait a minute. Oh, Walton went for the cover, but Carter just blocked it, managed to block Walton's cutter.
Definitely scouted that out. Cutter is a very common move nowadays, so it's very easy to find a reversal of.
Yeah, sometimes the only way it won't be easy to maneuver is if you're Randy Orton. Truthfully, he is the master of the cutter, aside from Diamond Dallas Page, but that's a different story. In any case, the cutter is just as what's the one I'm looking for? Common as the spear, because nowadays you see some people doing the spear in their arsenal as well, but that is not to say sometimes the moves can still be hit no matter how common they are seen in the ring. Oh my God! Walton just drop kicked Carter, and Carter went right on the outside of the ring. Oh my God! How is he still standing though? Carter,
especially because of how awkward he landed on that. He landed shoulder first on that.
Oh yeah,
he's already got that taped up shoulder. I wonder if that's going to start aggravating him through the match.
Oh man, I don't know, but either way, Walton now in control of this matchup here after that drop kick, sending Carter into the outside area. Cover kick on it too by Carter. Well, you want to know what it really is? Both men are not wanting to give up. They would rather be knocked down than to be forced into a 3 count position. It's like you have to knock them out to get that 3 count. Oh, wait a minute.
Definitely. There's too much riding at stakes. Being so early in the tournament.
Oh, wait a minute. Cover. Click on it 1-0 by Walton, as you were saying.
Yeah, if you don't get to a good head start in this tournament, you're not going to get up off the ground, and you're going to slack off.
Oh, man. Carter, as you were talking. Oh! Carter, as you were talking, hit him with the knee, and he got the 3 count. So Carter now has 2 points.
Well, there we go. Carter keeping on that roll, making sure that the Intercontinental Champion isn't the only big prize in Apex today.
Oh man, Carter is showing once again why. Carter's showing once again why he is deserving of the world title, even though he does have the Intercontinental title around his waist. But if you ask me, Carter wants to make history, being the first ever Intercontinental and World Championship holder. He wants to make that history. But now
he wants to be a warrior.
Oh yeah, he wants to be the modern day Ultimate Warrior, let's be honest there, without the crazy ass muscles that Ultimate Warrior used to have. He just wants to be the ultimate machine, I should say.
Pretty jacked, to say the least.
I should say he wants to be the ultimate machine. Because I don't want WWE to copyright my fucking video just because I said a fucking name. Right? I doubt it, but either way. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, tag team action here. The Baltimore's finest, taking on a team we haven't seen in God knows how long. Duke and Rig, the Roughnecks.
It's going to be very interesting to see these guys in action. I personally haven't seen them in a while as well, since I've been gone. I've been scouting Warzone. I've been keeping track to make sure that Ground Zero was fine, because that was my baby, but now it's Warzone, and I want to see what these guys are like.
Oh yeah. We'll see what happens. Let's see what these two teams will bring to the table. But now this is going to be interesting for the Roughnecks, because, I mean, they're taking on one of those small man, big man tag teams, and the Roughnecks, they're not the smallest or biggest teams, they're more like in the middle. So it's going to be a wonder to see how this tag team match will play out for them.
Definitely will, especially with the on and off boosts that Baltimore's finest have gotten. The wins over the tag team champions, but the failure at the pay-per-view. You don't know where they're going to stand, whether they're going to bring it their absolute best, or they're going to choke.
Alright.
Unfortunately, it seems like they choke more than they actually get ahead of things.
That may be the case, but now it is time. Tag team, a tag team matchup. Baltimore's Finest and the Roughnecks. Let's get it going. And there's Brandon Ace, ready for this matchup.
He's quite the loudmouth, to say the least.
And he is the mouthpiece of the group. And there's the hard hitter himself, Michael Carter.
Carter might seem like he's very big in stature and very menacing, but honestly, he's been the one that's been slacking out of these two, I think.
39 pounds, Brandon Ace, and the Beast, Michael Carter, the Brotherhood.
Well, Baltimore's Finest already. They honestly need a victory at this point after their loss at Monopoly. And what better way than to embarrass, what better way to get a victory than to embarrass the returning Roughnecks in their tag team matchup here tonight.
It definitely will, and it'll kickstart a possible new campaign towards those tag titles. With them being in the back of the line now, they gotta really show if they can get another opportunity. Unfortunately, it didn't look like it, but maybe you can prove us wrong.
We'll have to wait and see. And here they come, ladies and gentlemen, the returning Duke and Rig. And boy, are they, I can't really tell what their expressions are like under the masks, but they gotta be ecstatic to be back here.
At a combined weight of
Definitely so.
485
Getting out of their bunker every once in a while and seeing some sunshine. They're definitely ready to get some action going.
So now the Roughnecks are going to be in a very big predicament here. They have not been seen for some time now, but now they are back. And what better way than to get their first victory than against a team like Baltimore's Finest here tonight?
Definitely so. I don't think it was Baltimore's Finest.
That's right. Actually, thanks for correcting us on that one, Brandon. It was actually the Young Brothers that were for the tag team titles.
Are you sure it wasn't?
Yeah,
No,
it was actually. It was the Young Brothers because it was the current versus the first ever Apex Tag Champions. Thank you for correcting us on that. Thank you for the correction on that one. But right now, regardless, here comes Brandon Ace taking on, I believe that is Duke in the ring right now. If I mess up their names, I apologize in advance. But either way, well, hey, you can't really blame me. We haven't seen these guys in a tag team match in a while. So, you can't really go off on me too much about that. All right, now either way.
I've never seen them compete at all, so I don't know who's who.
Oh man, Brandon Ace putting out all the stops against Duke here in this matchup. They know they need a victory after their last matchup. They need a victory pretty badly because right now they have been a hit or miss tag team in Apex Wrestling.
Yeah.
And as I said,
who knows, maybe a victory over the former #1 contenders can actually catapult them to a possible tag team championship match themselves.
Oh! What a drop kick! What a tag team maneuver that was. Duke held.
What athleticism!
Man, Duke held the head while Rig, who is now the legal man, drop kicked Brandon Ace's head from the opposite side of the ring. I apologize for damn near butchering the name there, but now Rig went for a submission hold, but as expected, Ace got out of it relatively quickly.
Brandon Ace definitely agile enough to really get out of most holds and predicaments. But can he be quick enough to tag in his muscle and get him out of this very precarious position?
Yeah, trying to turn things around. Oh, what a kick! What an enziguri kick! But Ace, for whatever reason, I was gonna say he's not tagging in his partner, but now he is. And in comes the big man himself, Michael Carter. And now it's up
to get in a few licks before he gets in the big man, it seems.
Yeah, he wanted to. Oh, dude! Carter just stood up from Riggs' move, but now he gets hit with a hurricanrana and a kick out at 2, and that is not good for a big man like Carter to kick out at 2 from a move when you literally are the freshest man in the tag team that is in. When you're the fresher man, the two men that are in the one on the top left corner of the ring. I butchered my words, I apologize, but shit happens. Oh, damn, but Rig going with a nice slam slip.
Towards him are showing true here. He seems like he's the rusty wheel of the team.
All right, now Carter tagging in Brandon Ace here. And now what do they go for here? Oh, damn! Looked like an inverted heart attack, I guess. I don't know, but...
That is the electric chair bulldog shades of the Steiner brothers.
Oh, wow. And Ace, showing, as you just seen, showing his strength against Rig. Rig is a bit bigger compared to Duke. So, that's going to be fun to see. And now tagging a Carter. Oh, and there's a magic killer there. Cover.
Quick cat.
Oh, man. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Ace, what's it going to do to Duke there? Does a nice hammerlock. I think that is a hammerlock suplex. In the meantime, a double underhook suplex. Either way, Carter now going for the corner. Stomping, measuring Rig, and he moved out of the way of the running knee strike. And Rig went for the leg. And Carter with a snap suplex.
If you take out the trunk of a tree, then the tree will fall. And it seems like that is Rig's plan for Michael Carter.
Knees him right in the face, and down goes Carter. Rig with the cover. Kick on it, 2. Man, Carter needs to try to figure something out. Because he is the big man. He hit a big boot right in the face of Rig. He needs to... Baltimore's finest, they're not doing too good right now, but they are trying to mount some comeback. I'll give them that much. I'll give them that. They are trying to mount a comeback, but it's just barely working out for them. And Carter actually going for the running knee strike again, and he got out of the way again. Riggs seen that move coming, but he did not see that big splash coming. And now Carter looks to...
Carter, he's stomping the mat. You can feel that. You can feel when someone's stomping the mat.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the claw hold. Carter's got the claw on Rig. Oh, wait a minute.
Almost trying to pry those goggles off to really get to the temple.
Oh, man, but Rig getting off of him, managing to power out of the claw hold. And now Rig looking to get back in control of the matchup, as Carter had control for a little bit. And now Rig going for I'll call that, man, the PTO.
Oh my God.
Damn, he managed to turn around a near 400-pound man and managed to bend him very backwards. My God, the strength of Rigno being able to pull that off.
Yeah, big men are not supposed to stretch like that.
Oh man, they're not even supposed to be in that type of submission hold. But for Ring to show that kind of strength and power goes to show how he really is.
Definitely so. I'm definitely impressed with what I'm seeing of the Roughnecks.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. What the hell is Ring doing here? Ring telling Duke to get out of the way, and he elbows Carter right in the head, almost on the bridge of the nose in front of us here. Oh, and he gets nailed with an elbow. Oh, and now Carter, I'm thinking he's starting to wear down a little bit because as Ring dodged out of that clothesline, he did slow down a bit. So it might be starting to wear out now. And that's not something a big man would want to deal with. That is a big man's weakness right there. When you get worn out, then your opponent, no matter how big or how small, can capitalize on that.
Yeah, with big men like this, it's very hard for them to keep a steady pace with a match. They have to sweep through a match. They have to have a match go like 5 minutes, the absolute most, just dominate it through the entire time. But Carter didn't seem to do that.
Oh, knees him right in the head. Cover. Oh, and Brandon Ace literally was right there close from where the pin was taking place. And now Ring, or Duke I should say, slamming Brandon Ace down on the top of his head, right on the mat. Oh, and Carter now catches Rig's foot and gives him a big boot of his own. Cover, and Duke breaking up the pin. It's now essentially a 2-on-1 handicap match for Michael Carter as his partner Brandon Ace is out of the ring, nowhere near his corner. But knowing Carter... Sorry, what was you saying?
To be fair, this match has been very 2-on-1. There's the Roughnecks always going for quick tags, and Carter and Ace always staying in for elongated amounts of time.
Oh, Ace! Fucking Carter! Got him in this... Oh, crap, I don't even fucking know what the name of that submission hold is. Oh, wait a minute! Oh, man, the elevated bear hug, and...
That's it.
Ring is out! Ring is out!
Wow. Impressive.
Michael Carter managed to overcome the odds and knock out, and not knock out. He made Ring pass out from that big bear hug. Elevated triangle. Okay, thank you for that.
Didn't the triangle choke be with the legs though? I know my MMA. But yes.
Man, what a match, what a victory for the Baltimore's finest.
Ace and the Beast, Michael Carter, the Brotherhood.
You know, honestly, it almost looked as if Michael Carter was not going to be able to pick up the victory due to the fact that he was slowing down when he was outside of the ring. But I'm starting to wonder if he was just playing possum in regards to that. I don't know.
Maybe, just maybe.
Oh man, either way, a big victory for Baltimore's finest, and that brings them one step closer to an Apex Tag Team title shot. In the meantime, the Roughnecks are not going to be able to celebrate a victory in their return match, but they gave a good matchup regardless. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it's going to be a very interesting matchup for the women's division, as Akari Valkyrie goes one-on-one against Kairi Skies in tonight's women's division matchup.
Yes, Valkyrie just recently being traded to Warzone, bringing over her Monopoly briefcase with her. One more title for Warzone to claim, and now taking, and now going to be facing somebody that I was very impressed with last week, Kairi Skies, getting a rare victory over the current women's champion, Emily Gray. Let's see if
On
she can continue that victory against Akari Valkyrie. And maybe with that, maybe that sets her in line for an Apex Women's Championship match down the line. Who knows?
Yeah, that may be the case. But because when that match took place, I was just like everybody else. I was shocked when Kairi Skies won the matchup because I thought it was actually going to be another one of Emily Gray dominating the match like she always has been shown to do. But in the end, it was Kairi Skies with the victory. And tonight, she's going up against the women's the Apex Money in the Bank winner. In this case, it was the women's Money in the Bank winner, Akari Valkyrie. And we're going to see what happens here tonight.
Making her way to the ring from Valhalla, she is Mrs. Money in the Bank, the Queen.
Well, Akari Valkyrie, I got to admit, she shocked me when she walked out Mrs. Money in the Bank at Monopoly, therefore giving her the chance to cash in against the women's champion at any time. So that is going to be an interesting thing for Akari Valkyrie because we will never know when she's going to be cashing in that briefcase against the women's champion.
Just have to wait and see if it happens anytime this season or she waits until next season, until another briefcase match happens.
We'll have to wait and see. But in any case, here comes the woman who'd got an upset victory in her last match in Apex Wrestling over the women's champion, Emily Gray. So she's got a lot riding on this matchup.
Kairi indeed does.
But the question is, but as we know, Akari Valkyrie is no Emily Gray. She is completely 100% different. So you'd have to try to figure out some way of getting a victory over Akari Valkyrie here tonight. And she is, just like I mentioned earlier, she is red hot from winning that Money in the Bank briefcase at Monopoly.
Both of these women red hot after very impressive wins on different nights. Let's see what can happen when they go head to head.
Yeah, we're going to see what happens. They're both big on a victory, so this match will lead to them getting big momentum for whoever they face off in their next match, in their next respective matchup. In the meantime, Kairi Sky is going to be starting things off by doing an arm hold on Valkyrie, but now Valkyrie looking to try to be a bit aggressive with this woman. And I honestly can't blame her because Akari Valkyrie, she is no Emily Gray in every sense of that sentence. Valkyrie is not the type to be technical or a submission specialist. She is a brawler.
Yeah, she takes it right to you. There's nothing sweet about her. She just goes right for the strike. She goes right to your face.
And now Kairi Skies has to try to find some way of getting into the same mindset, or trying to find some way of countering the mindset of Akari Valkyrie here. Because if she doesn't, then Valkyrie may just be dominating the whole matchup. But right now, Skies has a very good thing to do. She's trying to go after the legs. And that is another key component of a wrestler. Because if you take out the legs, then that takes out their speed and agility.
It definitely will. Especially for someone as fast as her.
And they're both pretty fast. Hell, they're both pretty fast in their own right. So now Skies with a nice move there to Valkyrie. And now Skies with a nice wheelbarrow neck breaker there. And now going high risk. This early. Oh, shooting star press. This woman wants to impress tonight. Oh,
she didn't float away.
Man, I'm surprised Valkyrie did not move out of the way because it is early in the matchup when that shooting star press connected. So I'm surprised Valkyrie did not move out of the way unless she was knocked down enough for that move to be hit. Either way, Valkyrie in some serious trouble after that shooting star press. And Skies is looking to be a bit... Uh-oh. Oh, man! What a landing for Akari Valkyrie and a near fall. And Skies cannot believe that she could not get that 3 count. And now she looks to make quick work of Valkyrie. Measuring her in the corner. Went for a counter, but Valkyrie counters it. And goes for a drop kick. And now knees are right in the head. And now the question is, will this be Valkyrie's moment right now? Because she cannot let Kairi Skies get any advantage. Because she's almost as dangerous as Skies is. But now as I say that, Valkyrie going over with a phenomenal forearm. Cover. Oh, kick on it too.
Wow.
A kick on it too after the phenomenal forearm. I can only hope that Kairi Skies did not get a concussion after that forearm hit her right in the face.
Yeah, with that much speed and velocity going right towards you, it's very hard to cover up for that and to really walk out the same person for something as simple as just a forearm. But with...
Oh, wait a minute, cover! Oh, a nice German suplex cover, but Valkyrie kicked down, and now Skies looking to maintain the momentum. Okay, I kind of fucked up. Thank you for correcting on that one. In any case, what the hell was Skies doing there? Just... oh my god! Oh my god! The way she just crawled on her nose. God. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Went for a kick. And Valkyrie just leveled Skies with that clothesline. And now Valkyrie, like I was trying to say earlier, she needs to maintain this momentum. Because if she messes up, Kairi Skies might be able to capitalize. But Skies going after her arm. Valkyrie's going after her arm. And now a couple of clotheslines, and there's a sling blade. Oh man, I don't know if this will be enough for her, but now Valkyrie
going on a roll.
Going for an inverted suplex or DDT, cover, kick on it too by Skies. And now Valkyrie, what's she going for here? Oh, she's going over. She's looking to go for the phenomenal forearm again. First time Skies. Oh, she got it! The phenomenal forearm connects. That may be it. Cover.
Gotta be it.
And it is. Akari Valkyrie, Mrs. Money in the Bank, victorious against Kairi Skies here tonight.
Not many people kick out.
Wait a minute. Skies, wait a minute. Valkyrie shaking her hand. There you go, a sign of respect between these two women. And I honestly can say they put on a damn good matchup. Not the best, but they put on a good matchup tonight.
Even with that loss, Skies is looking to be that #1 contender, more so than most other women on this roster right now. Not many women that are as red hot, even with this loss for Skies, as both of these women right here.
Yeah, they both did a damn good matchup. But now, speaking of damn good matchups, we had a rematch earlier tonight. Tonight for the main event, it's going to be another rematch. This time between Jaden Shadow and Vergil Snow.
There's different implications this time, though.
Yeah, because in that last encounter, Vergil Snow damn near broke Jaden Shadow in half by way of that powerbomb on top of the ropes. He almost managed to break him in half, but so I'm guessing he's going to try to do it again and try to take Jaden Shadow out for real relatively early.
Yep. Those different implications, though, are that this is a tournament match. This is the chase for the gold, and this is the final match of round 1 on Block A.
Yeah, that is also the case. This is going to be the main event here. Jaden Shadow, Vergil Snow, they got so much riding on this match. Let's see what happens.
Making his way to the ring from Camelot, weighing in at 318 pounds, Vergil Snow.
Oh, Vergil Snow. For the first time in months, he is being given an opportunity for the world title. But now, not only does he want to go for the world title, he wants to finish what he started with Jaden Shadow, and that is take him out for real out of this round-robin tournament, because he's just that type of man who is just destructive. Win or lose, he is one of the most destructive men Apex has ever seen.
I definitely agree with that. But this opportunity at the Apex World Champion is not just a simple handed the #1 contendership. This is a long, grueling tournament that is going to be taking weeks, and that will take a toll on one's body. One that most men are not the same after.
Oh yeah, that is indeed the case. Now here's how it is though, since there are 7 men in each block, 1 man of each block will be given a bye week. So it'll be a bit equal on all fronts, to say the least. So, here comes Jaden.
You're looking at the man that's going to have the bye next week, Jaden Shadow.
And speaking of which, look at his brand spanking new attire. I really like the look of this attire he's got on here tonight.
His opponent,
Bad
from
looking.
Sacramento, California, weighing in at 220 pounds, Jaden the Samoan.
Well, Jaden Shadow, this man has been on a bit of a roll in Apex Wrestling. With his last match, even though it ended by way of a loss, he has impressed the general managers and as well as Lee Anderson into this matchup. But to be honest with you here, he's impressive all across every damn promotion he is in, both in and out of Apex Wrestling.
Indeed so. There's a reason he's in Apex. Apex is not a company that we just give entries to here and there. He has earned his spot in Apex, and not only just in Apex, but in this tournament.
Indeed. And what a way for this man to get things started and by getting revenge on Vergil Snow for almost trying to end his career by throwing him onto the powerbomb onto those ropes in their last encounter, which I actually believe was actually on the last episode of Warzone. So these 2 men are actually they're actually a bit worn out from what happened in Warzone last week on the last episode of Warzone.
Well, let's hope they're not too worn out, because they have another 6 weeks of competition.
Oh yeah, but Vergil Snow will be able to get some much needed rest after what he went through at Warzone a few weeks ago, as well as what he's going to be going through here tonight against Vergil Snow.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But in the meantime, Jaden actually in control of the big man right now. Something you don't really see in any matches with Vergil Snow.
Yeah, he's usually the one that's controlling the pace. That's always the one with the big moves.
Damn.
Like that.
Dude, Jaden Shadow almost had the back landed on the bottom rope with the back of his neck hitting the bottom rope. Almost doing a whiplash effect.
Oof.
And after
as somebody that's hit the ropes in a wrong way, I know it doesn't tickle.
Oh, and Snow looking to try to end the match early with a submission hold.
Rock lock.
Yeah, the rock lock. A very hard submission hold to try to get out of, especially when somebody like Vergil Snow.
One of my knee braces.
It's one of those cases where if you're a big man and you do that, especially when you sit down on your opponent, that could be a very hard hold to get out of.
Indeed, so I've been on the wrong end of a Brock lock before. It does not tickle.
Oh, and Jaden Shadow showing some strength, managing to throw Vergil Snow as if he was just a little ragdoll. Cover and a quick out at one by Snow. He may have done some show of strength, but that is not going to be enough to take down this big man. That is Vergil Snow. Oh no. Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. Again. Oh my god. It was on the ropes, but this time it was on the turnbuckle. Oh my god.
Jaden might be concussed.
Oh my god. How in the hell is Jaden Shadow even standing up, trying to fight for God's sake?
Hey, Jaden might show a lot of pomp and circumstance, but that's not. He's not all bark and no bite.
Oh, and there's a running knee strike to Vergil Snow, and Shadow with a cover. Oh, kick on it too. That, who knows, that powerbomb may have awoken something inside of Jaden Shadow.
I mean, that definitely happens. You get rocked the wrong way, you get into...
and
your eyes get red.
And there's a zigzag there by Shadow.
You start seeing red and you start attacking anything in sight.
And there's a spear, but Shadow countered him. Cover. Oh, a quick out at one by Snow. Snow went for the spear. But Jaden Shadow, who has done the spear himself many a time, seen it coming, and he countered him with a DDT.
He's definitely got to capitalize on this. It's very rare to see Vergil not on his feet. He's got to make sure to keep him off his feet.
Oh, that is indeed the case, and Shadow actually showing some strength that people his size are not really known to have. Going against Vergil Snow right here. And he's just doing some hard-hitting moves right ahead. And now Shadow measuring Snow here. What's he going for? Snow very slow on his feet. Very slowly getting to his feet. Oh, and Shadow tried to lift up Snow, but it just didn't work. And now he's taking him down. Going hard on him with them elbow strikes.
And again, Shadow might be all pomp and circumstance, but he has a bite.
Oh, now Shadow went with a spear, and this time he connected. Shadow, honestly, from where he was at, could not see it coming to counter it. Cover. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Shadow thought that was a 3 count, but yet Snow just barely kicked out. And now Snow looking to end it here. Going for the black ice. And it connects. Cover. That may be it. Oh no. Shadow kicked out of the black ice.
Wow. Vergil's definitely got to be thinking to himself, what is he got to do to take him down?
Oh man, they both got to be thinking that because Shadow had. Oh wait a minute, Vergil saw the cover again after a couple of elbows, but this time Shadow with a quick on at one. Man, Shadow
Desperation
actually.
cover, you know?
Yeah, dude. Hey, Shadow actually almost had it there too. He hit him with a spear. He had the 3 count, but Shadow just barely managed to get his shoulder up just before the 3 count hit.
Yep, desperation pins are not always to get that 3 count. It's to wear them down to make sure if they kick out, they're kicking out.
And there's again that hold, and this time Shadow with a cover. Referee. Oh, kick out at 2.5 by Snow. And now Shadow.
Wow, that was almost it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Almost.
Now it's almost dead. Now Shadow with a spear. This time got him a second time.
And spear number 2. Can that be it?
Cover. 2. Are you gotta be kidding me? Vergil Snow is not human at this point. Jaden Shadow has hit him with 2 spears, and that has not been enough to take down the man known as Vergil Snow. This man is not human. Oh, he may have got him there, no cover. Kick on it 2 by Shadow.
These two just wearing each other down with big move after big move.
They are showing that they deserve this opportunity. They both want to make that point. Vergil Snow wants bragging rights over Jaden Shadow as well as those 2 points. Shadow wants some payback, and that's why he's making it very difficult for Vergil Snow to get that 3 count. Oh, wait a minute. Shadow know where to kick the midsection. We're going to go for something there. Oh, backhanded him. And now Shadow gets him with the jumping clothesline. And now,
Shadow just pulling out all the stops right now.
Snow with a counter. And now Shadow may be in trouble. Vergil Snow gets him with the choke slam. Doesn't go for the. He doesn't go for the cover though. That may cost him. Shadow after the shoulder tackle goes for the cover and a kick on it 2 by Snow.
Again, those desperation covers, not so much for getting 3, but just to give.
Oh wait a minute.
To let Vergil exude that energy.
Oh man, now Shadow looking for desperation. He's going for them kicks, and now the kick right on the side of the head of Snow. And now Snow rolling out of the ring. A wise decision by Vergil Snow there to roll out of the ring. But Shadow trying to get things going for himself some more.
He's incensed. He wants.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the? Oh, no. Oh, my God. A black ice again. Cover. That may be it. And Vergil Snow got the 3 count.
Wow.
What a match we just witnessed. 2 men who did not want the other to one-up them. And in the end, look at this powerbomb right here. Oh my God. Just damn near broke Jaden Shadow's back again. Oh man, and Shadow, you gotta give it to him though. He gave Vergil Snow a hell of a fight. But it just was not enough. Oh man, that black ice, 2 of them hit, and that was all she wrote.
And if you want to see the updated brackets, the website is right there. All 3 matches have been updated to its current standings. You can check out the standings, see where everyone stands. Not very impressive yet, but wait until we get into the next few weeks. And for the next, for Block B's first rounds, we will have yours truly versus Matt Matthews, Tamura versus Lance Romance, and Yuri Kato versus DHJ. And then next week here on Warzone, we will have Kirk Carter and Vergil Snow. We will have Brandon Murphy and Dashon Walton, and we will have the highly anticipated Dylan Travis versus KDog. The rematch we've all been waiting for. But that's going to be next week. Definitely tune in to Ground Zero to check Group
Group B's matches.
Block B's matches.
And then be sure to tune in next week, or be sure to tune in when the next episode of Warzone comes, because crazy things have happened here tonight, and crazy things are going to happen on Ground Zero, as well as the next episode of Warzone. It's going to be a wild ride between here and the finals of this chase for the gold round robin tournament. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us here tonight on Warzone. We hope you enjoyed, but for now, we have to end the show, and it's going to be crazy to see what goes on. So what's going to be going on between now and the end. But for now, I said it twice, and I don't know why. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this is Forrest Walpole, commentator for Apex Wrestling. And
this is Ryan Wolf, the former Apex World Champion and current General Manager of Warzone.
Signing off.